guys, Spring Flower here, and welcome to Spring's Little Flower Buds Nursery. Hey guys, it's the last day of 2020. OMG. Last day of 2020, so I had to come and make my last video of the day and just review 2020. Many of us is doing it right now, and just sharing the experiences about 2020. Oh, it's been a really weird and crazy year. There's little Noah Sky. Say hi, Noah Sky. So I have Noah Sky with me, and he is the Noah Scout by, oh my gosh, the name eludes me, guys. If I remember, I'll put the name across the bottom. Oh my goodness. But he's one of my 2020 babies that I got. My little Noah Sky. You don't see much of him. He's just a sweet baby in my collection, and I felt like changing his clothes today. So I'm going to change him while I talk to you guys a bit. I'm going to put a fresh diaper on him, and I'm going to put this cute little shirt and these cute little bottoms that goes with it. The feet are in it, and look, it has a teddy bear on the back. I love when the little outfits have little teddy bears or something on the back. So yeah, guys, I'm here today. Again, welcome to my channel. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Welcome to everyone that's been rocking with me since I first came on the scene back in 2018. And yeah, I just wanted to do a little year in review and what's in store for next year. What may be in store for next year. So while I change this little fella, sweet little fella, we can have a little chat. We do a quick change, and I'm gonna drink some tea, and I'm just gonna talk to you guys for a little bit if you don't mind. I'm just gonna talk to you guys for a little bit. But yeah, guys, man, this year has been something else. You guys already know it's been for everybody around the whole entire world. This has been a very unprecedented, really strange, very weird year. And it's funny because as all these things was going on, it just made me reflect on times that I didn't even exist. It made me think about people that lived through World War One, and people that lived through World War Two, and people that lived through plagues back then, like the Black Plague and the different types of plagues that was going on back then, before I was even way before I was born. And I was like, man, this is crazy. You know what I mean? This is really, really, really strange. And it's like, oh my gosh, will we ever not, stop wearing face masks and stuff again, because we can't go nowhere or do anything without having a face mask on. And look at you, your little Hermione. He's so cute, you guys. Isn't he adorable? I hope you guys can hear me and I'm not too far away. But yeah, it just made me think of days of old and what, our elders went through, when something crazy went on, because they went through some crazy times too, Interesting. But as for the community, it's been a pretty good year in the dog community for me. As you saw in one of my videos, if you've seen it or not, I'm not sure. But I made a video showing my collection. I actually collected 20 dolls in 2020. So that was kind of really dope. 20 new babies came into my nursery. And basically I kind of spent all the money I would have spent if I was able to take the trip and go to the doll shows like I intended to and wanted to. So all that money that I would have had hotel room, spending money, and even bought 1 or 2 dolls, I used it this year, and I don't regret it one little bit, you guys. I don't regret it, because it was somewhat of a saving grace. I can't even say somewhat. It was a lot of a saving grace, because while we were stuck at home and stuck in the house and couldn't really go anywhere because of this pandemic, I had this hobby to fall back on, and it was really, really nice, And it was really nice to be able to buy such pretty dolls and just enjoy these babies regardless of what's happening in this world, So that was nice. And this little cutie pie is one of them. But yeah, it's been different. It's been really different this year. It really has. I know as for me in the community, like I said, I think I had a pretty good year. If you guys followed me all year, I think probably one of the most messed up things that happened to me in this community was when somebody tried to lie on my name, and I had to make a whole video to clear my name. Somebody in this community tried to lie on my name, and I made a video and had to just basically let them have it and clear my name. And I had to have, you know, go through that little bit of an ordeal, you know, and just had to deal with that person. And I dealt with it. And that person now, I blocked, deleted them. They are, you know, you will not be in my space, in my energy, or any of that. So that was probably one of the worst things I've had to deal with within the community. It was messed up, but I nipped it in the butt, guys. I nipped it in the butt right away. You know what I mean? And it didn't drag on and on and on and on and on because I nipped it in the butt. I made one video, kept the video up on my page for maybe 2 days, if that, 2 or 3 days. And then I took it down. I didn't delete the video, but I privatized the video because, as you guys know, I have a happy channel and I don't want any content like that on my channel. But at the same time, just because I'm a happy-go-lucky, friendly person, doesn't mean I can allow anyone to try to lie on my name or talk bad about me. Still got to defend myself. I'm all about that life. But as you know, what I'm not about is dragging on the beef. I'm not about that. So I nipped that in the butt right away. And thankfully, I haven't had any situation like that again. I never had one before. And hopefully I wouldn't have any going forward. It's been a really wonderful time in this community. My time that I've been here, basically, it's been nice. Like, you know, and I've met some really cool people, some really nice people. And as I've, you know, grown in the community a little bit and getting to know more people, I see who I can have as, you know, Dolly associates, Dolly friends, Dolly sisters, and who I can. And that's just what it comes down to. And I'm happy to say that in this year, you know, this end of 2020, I've met some really, like, I feel like I have some really cool people that I connect with in this community. And I'm really happy about that. And I still totally enjoy it. It's my happy place. I have no desire to leave the community or anything like that. I'm enjoying the Instagram, you know, all the Doll community on Instagram, and I'm enjoying the Doll community in YouTube world, and even on Facebook, you know. So, and it's by choice. Like I know who I follow and who I don't follow, and anything that's dramatical or crazy or anybody starting any kind of trouble, I just immediately remove myself from that. And that has proven to keep my doll world pretty happy, you know. It's proven to keep my doll world pretty happy. And I squashed beef, like, and if, you know, if anybody came in my emails or anything like that trying to continue things on, I squashed it. Like, I just, you know, no parts of that. That's not what I want her, you know. There's enough going on in real life outside of this Dolly room to deal with. Yeah. Here's my cup. There's my Miss Serenity Smith cup. Hi, Serenity. You know, I use this cup every day, girl. I drink out of my Dolly cup from you every day almost. Cheers, guys. But yeah, I'm looking forward to restarting a new year. I mean, New Year's and all of that, it doesn't really mean anything to me, like a happy New Year and all that. No, but I do like the opportunity to just renew my calendar year. You know, it's just all right. Let's start again. Start from January 1st. You know, and of course, all we could do is strive and do our best to do the best we can to make the best year that we possibly could make. You know, on a 12-month calendar. You know, that's all we can do. And I have to say, I feel like after going through this year, this very different kind of year, I feel prepared for next year. I know it's going to be much of the same. I don't feel it's going to be any too much different. I think it's going to be much of the same. You know, we're still going to have our masks. We're still going to have these lockdowns and stuff because viruses don't just disappear in 12 months. They just don't, you know. And so we've got to continue to protect ourselves and continue to try to stay as healthy as possible and pay attention to guidelines and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing, you guys. So I'm ready for that, you know. And I'm I'm not going to take stress into it as much as possible. You know, it's just, hey, it is what it is right now. And we just got to go with the flow of it, right? Right, man? Say it is what it is, mama. And we just got to go with the flow of it. He's such a cute little boy, this guy. He's so cute. One of my Dolly friends in Bermuda had put him up for sale. As soon as I saw him on the Instagram page, I was like, he is cute. I want him. I want him. I love his little cute face and his pretty eyes. And it means that I'm cute. My little Noah Sky. So usually Noah just sits off and chills. You know, he just chills in my space. He just chills down here in the Dolly room. Right, man? Yes. But yes, so in the new year, like I said, my changing style is definitely my collecting style is definitely going to change. You know, I'm not just going to be collecting any and everything, but I will continue to collect. So like I was saying in a different video before, now I will be collecting for artists, like, because I want certain dolls from certain artists. They don't need to be custom. I want their work. You know, the most I want to be able to say is the skin tone. You know, whether I want a black baby, a biracial baby, a Caucasian baby, whatever, you know, an Indian looking baby. I just want to be able to say the skin tone. That's it. I would like for the baby to be black. I would like for the baby to be white. I would like for the baby to be whatever, you know. But everything else will be on them. I just want them to be, each artist that I talk to, I want them to make the baby with love and how they would do it. You know, not a rush job or anything like that. And I'm not saying that to say that I feel that any of my babies that I've got have ever been a rush job. No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that after being in the community for 2 years, because next year will be my 3rd year, I've gotten to really dig in and check out what people produce, you know, what type of creative juices flow, and I'm making these reborn babies. And hey, I'm seeing some beautiful babies, man. I'm telling you. And I'm like, yeah, I'm really, really digging the way that you do doll babies. And I definitely need to have at least one of your babies in my collection. Because I like the way how you do your work. You know, judging by what I could see from videos and from Instagram pictures and everything like that, I see these babies are absolutely beautiful. And I definitely want to have one in my collection. And right now I have like 6 artists in mind that I would love to get a doll from. And I'm just going to work on getting those 6 different dolls from 6 different artists, you know. And that will be what I would like to do in 2021 as far as my collecting goes. And also I will be collecting a different kind of doll next year. I'm looking to collect a different doll next year. To add to my collection, one that I have been watching for probably a year and a half, just watching the doll. And I don't know if I've mentioned her on my channel before, but I've definitely posted, you know, artist pics of this doll on my Instagram page. And those are the Blythe dolls. And for those of you that may not know what a Blythe is, I'll just stick a picture up here somewhere of a Blythe doll. And yeah, I definitely want to collect a few of those. I think they are absolutely awesome dolls. From the first time that I ever saw one, I was like, what is this doll? I knew nothing about a Blythe doll until I came into this community. And they're like a Barbie with a really big head. Like a fashion doll with a really big head. And as I'm learning more and more about these dolls, the more I like them, you know. And I'm looking forward to having a couple of them in my collection. I love the way that they look. I know they've had their share of uproar as far as being fake ones out there and the real deal out there and stuff, but I'm not watching that. I just want a replica of one of these beautiful dolls, whether she's fake, whether she's real. I will be having it in my collection because they're very pretty, and I love the fashion of the dolls. I think that's what really draws me. Like, a lot of people get the dolls customized and everything, so you know, they have like little different personalities. I follow quite a few YouTubers that and Instagrammers that collect these dolls. I've learned a lot about them from a couple of YouTubers here that I follow. And you know, some people that collect reborns, they collect Blythes as well. And I'm very interested. I was interested in Blythes and BJD dolls and stuff like that, you know. So I think I'm gonna go for the Blythes for 2021. That's probably gonna be my different doll that I'm gonna have in my collection, and I think I will. I think I will enjoy them. You know, I think I will, cause I love all types of dolls, as you guys already know. It just so happens that baby dolls are my favorites. I just love a baby doll. They're my favorite kind of doll, but I love all types of dolls. And I even said before, if I had more room, I probably would collect like tons of Barbie dolls, because Barbie dolls are fashion dolls, and that's another passion of mine. I really do love fashion. You know, I really, really do. And if I had room, I probably would have tons of Barbie dolls as well. But I don't want to do that to myself. But I definitely will be getting Blythe, because Blythe is different. Not only is she a fashion doll, but she has the way her eyes are, like the way how she operates her mechanisms. She's pretty dope. Like, and I'm like, I could dig having her on. You know, so I want at least 2 of them in her that I could play with. You know, who knows? I know it seems like people that do collect them have way more than 2, because you just can't help it. You know, they can get pretty pricey. You can get a really low end one. I'm learning that you could get a really pricey one, and the ones that are the original dolls that were like made back in the 70s when they came out, they are very, 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 very like thousands. They go up in the thousands. I'm seeing them up in the thousands. You know, so they could get really expensive depending on who you're buying from and what condition the dolls are in and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to collecting that new type of doll. You know, that should be fun. Keep my hobby, keep the momentum and the juices flowing in my doll hobby and everything like that. And you know, I know for me, when it comes to these dolls, I get a mood sometimes where I don't feel like playing with them, but it's really hardly really that I absolutely don't want to have no dealings with dolls. But I do know that like um sometimes I don't change the clothes for a long time and everything like that, but that doesn't bother me. I love coming down here in this doll room and seeing all my doll babies. So yeah, and when I don't feel like playing, I just don't play. And if I don't feel like making a video, I just don't make a video. That's just how it is, you know. But I could say 99.9% in this doll community for this year. It's been great. It's been so great. I mean, look who's behind me. 3 of my faves, you know. 3 of my precious babies are sitting behind me. I got a couple more over there. You know, it's been good. And in this room takes me back to my childhood, and I absolutely dig it. I dig it, dig it, dig it. I enjoy it. Looking forward to seeing, you know, how far I got with my collecting next year and with my new venture. Looking forward to making, you know, continuing to make more videos and just having fun in the community with everybody, you know. And I just want to say thank you to everybody for being my Dolly friends and stuff, because that was the whole thing, you know, that I come into the community and I got to meet some Dolly friends, you know. Some of you I even got to talk to, you know, through DMs, and some of you I even talk to you via phone and stuff, you know. And it's really cool. And I know, like, if things were normal, if the world was in a normal way, I know I would have definitely made even further connections with some of you, because I would love to meet some of you guys in real life. Some of you I have met in real life when I went to the Rose Doll show, and I would love to see again, you know. I would love to meet you guys again. And then there's some of you that I haven't met in real life that I would love to meet. And would just love to meet you, you know, just to sit off, have a cup of tea, and drink and play with our dolls, you know. And I think that if we was able to go to the doll show, I probably would have met some of you guys in real life, which would have been so awesome, having like a real life Dolly meetup, you know. And yeah, I don't know, who knows what 2021 holds, but I just really feel like it's gonna be much of the same. But I'm very grateful that we do have online, you know. I'm so happy, excuse me, that we do have online, that we do have YouTube, you know, and we get to connect this way. And we got to connect to each other via the internet. This is where the internet and everything comes in really handy. So I appreciate you, you know, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate all my doll friends, and I appreciate all the beautiful baby dolls. Oh my goodness, I do. this community, being connecting to this community has opened up a whole new Dolly world for me. And I got to discover many doors that I never even knew existed, you know? And like I was saying before, like when I first came into community, like I think I've heard of reborns here and there, but I didn't know nothing about new reborns like how I know now. You know, I've learned so much about reborn dolls and about silicone dolls. You know, I knew nothing about silicone baby dolls until I came into this community. You know, and now I have two of my own, and I'm very, very happy, and I really love them, and I love having just all of these different calibers of dolls. You know, and that's why I'm ready in 2021 to venture into the Blythe dolls, because it's another type of doll, you know? And I definitely want to have different things in my community, and being able to make this nursery down here. I turned this room from being just my this has always been my room. This has always been my area. But like I said before, I was more into fashion and doing like my art journals and things like that. I still dabble in my art journals here and there, but these dolls, they took over everything, guys. And I was like, this room has to be a doll room now. It can't even be nothing else. It just gotta be a doll room. So I shrunk like my journaling down to a little corner right here, and everything else is dolls, you know. And I took all the other stuff out of her, and this is my baby doll room now. And I do not regret it one bit. I don't. I'm so happy that I was able to do that. And then this year I revamped it a little bit, you know, changed it around a bit, got some new furniture and stuff. Was it this year that I got the crib? Did I get the crib this year? So much stuff's happened in 2020. I have to look back and see, was it this year that I got the crib? Can't remember. But this is my Dolly room, and it is a joy. It's just a whole joy, right, Noah Sky? Yes. Those are very addictive, you guys. Hey, if you don't want to get addicted, don't get into this hobby, because this hobby is addictive. Like, especially when you first get in, it's like you just want everything, and you kind of go off a little bit, and you just go off and just be buying. I have a problem. I got so much baby doll clothes and all that kind of stuff now, and just all the accessories that goes along with having all these babies, you know. So it's awesome though, guys. It is really, really cool, and I totally enjoy it. I love it so much. I know I keep repeating myself saying the same thing, but it's true. And I'm so thankful that I had this hobby for this year, because this year it's been a doozy in the real world. In the real world, as we know, 2020 has been a doozy, boy. Man, it's been a lot. But it's okay. We made it through, and I'm giving thanks. I'm giving thanks. This 12 months has been something else, but I'm giving thanks, you know? And yeah, guys, all we could do is just, you know, keep our heads up, keep our spirits up, and keep the joy in the community. And, you know, just go forward, keep spreading love, keep spreading kindness, keep sharing our dolls, keep not getting involved in any sort of mess and kerfuffle, you know. And it seems like it, I know from what I can tell, for the most part, people are more inclined to, you know, just come here and really enjoy this hobby. You know, I haven't in a while came across anybody that's just bickering. And I had one person left that I was kind of following that kept on going back towards the whole fussiness and bickering, and not in a good way. And I was like, yeah, okay, I have to unfollow you now, you know, unsubscribe, because I don't want that, you know. I just don't want it. But it's been a blast seeing everybody's new babies that came here. Many people got new babies and stuff. And you know, it's nothing wrong with getting new babies and then deciding, now I don't want that baby, or falling in love with a baby and saying, okay, I've had enough, change it, move on. Because remember, you guys, it's your dolls, your way. And it doesn't matter. Like, in your collection is your collection. And when it's your collection, you can do whatever you want with it. And if in the first moment you're feeling like that doll is all and everything to you, but then maybe a month or two later, or even a day or two later is not, that's up to you. That's your collection, you know. So don't ever feel no way about that. It's your collection. Don't feel no way about any of your dolls. Don't feel any way. Like, just enjoy your dolls for as long as you want or as short as you want, and you got whatever type of dolls you like and whatever type of dolls move you, you know. I wanted to let me put him up here by his sisters real quick. You want to sit next to Cinnamon a minute, because I wanted to bring this little girl. Where's she to? This little girl right here, guys, right? This is my little Sarah Ann. Say hi, Sarah Ann. This is my little Sarah Ann. She is my Aori doll. I got her this year. And guys, her box opening is my most viewed video, period. Absolutely amazing. I looked at the viewing on her box open, and it was like 8,000 and something views. I couldn't believe it. I was like, huh? Wow, yeah. People like you, girl. People like this doll, you guys. This is a doll that I found on Amazon. I just thought she was super adorable, so I got her, and then I loved her even more when she came because she looks like my sister. There's cheeks. There's cheeks, and the shape of her mouth reminds me of my sister so much, and that's why I named her Sarah Ann. Right, Sarah Ann? People love this little doll. I couldn't believe when I saw all those views. I was like, wow, and so many comments too, where people are like, you know, how they're getting her and they love her and they like her and all that type of stuff. And I don't know, a lot of people, I guess, was looking at the doll, and it was never no box opening, so I guess my box opening is a good one. But thank you. I was like, wow. And then I also see that my subscribership is growing, so I'm very thankful for that. Thank you so much, everyone that subscribes to my channel. Thank you. I'm so happy that you enjoy my channel, you guys, and that you come in and watch and come and play with me. But yeah, so that's been interesting for this year. My most viewed videos, my Aori doll. And a little girl. Say yes. People like my fat cheeks. But yes, but yeah, guys, that's about it today, you know. I just have to say my 2020 year in review in the doll community has been good. It's been good. It's been good. Overall, it's been good. It's been a very enjoyable year, you know, and yeah, it's been eventful. You know, I remember I had to, at one point, I pulled my nursery completely apart because there was a rodent in her. And I was like, oh no, you can't live in her. So I completely tore my nursery apart and we caught it. Yes, we did. It took a few days, but we caught it. So I can't have no rodents running across my dolls, guys, or running around my dolls. So did that, and then you guys joined me as I kind of try to put it back together. So that was work. But I got to give it a really good clean. You know, I got to give the nursery a really good clean because I pulled out everything. I pulled out everything. So the nursery got a nice deep clean anyway. But yeah, guys. Yeah, I'm doing her long enough. I feel like, how many minutes is it? It's a half hour. Oh, where has the time going? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave it here. And I just want to tell you guys, I love you, Dolly family. And remember, it's your dolls your way. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming and sitting and chatting with me.